Hey guys, this is Dr. Megan Faulkner with Apex Sports Medicine, here to give you some of my favorite warm-ups for the moves in 18.3. Just to clarify, these movements are for activation purposes to actually better the overall movement and help support you in that movement, make it more efficient. These are not necessarily movements that are going to bring blood to those specific areas. You need to make sure that you're starting with low weights and actually grooving those exact same patterns. So for the overhead squats, start with the bar, press overhead, warm that overhead movement, go through an actual overhead squat, and then start adding weight slowly and incrementally up until your working weight. So double unders are a new move this year in the open, and double unders are very intense for those calf muscles. So first things first, I do a lot of foam rolling beforehand to warm up that muscle and get it ready for movement. So absolutely, let's hit the calves in the foam rolling movements. So start down here at the bottom of the leg. We're not going to go on the Achilles tendon here. Right above that, drape over to apply some overpressure, and then we're going to work a gas pedal here. So move about 5 times, and then you're going to roll up an inch, work another 5 movements, and on all the way up the entirety of that lower leg. So now that you foam rolled the lower leg, we're going to work an ankle range of motion, and what we're going to do is we're going to start up here in our heel raise, and then you're going to eccentrically lower the heels down to a full dorsiflex position. And what this does is this actually helps to elongate the muscle while also increasing strength and adding a little activation as well. So I want you to do 3 sets of 10 right here through this range of motion. So you guys know I love using my crossover symmetry, and next up is an exercise to help you warm up that overhead squat position. This is just geared to help actually activate the entire posterior chain and actually attach the upper body, the shoulder, down to the hips. So what you'll do is you'll take your crossover symmetry. You can use a lighter band. I'm using 7 pounds here. You can even use all the way up to the 10s or the 15s. Grab with each arm. What you'll do is get the band straight, then apply some resistance here and get that nice and taut. And then you're going to squat down. So the goal is to stay upright and keep your your elbows right at your ears the entire way down. Now the band's going to want to pull you forward as you come down. So you make sure and squeeze the shoulder blades together as you hit that downward position, and that's going to help activate the entire posterior chain and keep you more upright and therefore in a better position for that overhead squat. So 2 key areas in the muscle up that I'd like you to warm up are the chest and the lats. So the first thing I want to do is we're going to do dips. Now I don't have a dip bar on my rig. If you do, please use that. If you do not, then you can find anything, a bench or even a box, to come here and do dips. And this will warm up the pec in a more specific range of motion for that muscle up than just doing a push-up or just doing a bench would. So we'll do 10 reps here. So back to the crossover symmetry, we're going to warm up those lats. Lats are really important, especially in the backswing for that muscle up. You want to make sure they're really nice and long, and they're also activated so they have a little spring to kind of whip you back forward. So we're going to come back to the crossover symmetry. You might have already said that. We're going to use a heavier band, so 15 pounds, maybe 20 pounds or 25, whatever you have. Cross them. Then you're going to come over here, start straight. Okay, get a nice athletic position here. You want to actually hinge at the hips and make sure that the entire line between your head down to your sacrum is really nice and straight. Here, straight arms or straight elbows the whole time. Pull down to here. Slowly release. And again, you'll do 10 reps of this. So for the most part, your posterior chain has been warmed up, and what I suggest for the dumbbell snatches is just to start with a lighter weight and work your way up again to a working weight. So here, I just have 10 pounds, nice and easy, 10 reps each. Here, overhead, and then work your way, obviously each side. Decrease your reps by about 2 each time you increase your weight in with the dumbbell.